Ever wondered about the highs and lows of remote work? It's a question that's been on the minds of many, particularly in this era of digital transformation. To start off, let's talk about the advantages. One of the most significant benefits of remote work is flexibility. When you're not tied to a traditional office, you have the freedom to set your own schedule and work when you're most productive. This flexibility can lead to a better work-life balance, allowing you to prioritize personal commitments without sacrificing your professional goals. Another advantage is the elimination of the daily commute. No more traffic jams or crowded public transportation. You can save time, money, and stress by simply walking to your home office, or even working from your living room. And let's not forget about productivity. Research has shown that remote workers can often be more productive than their in-office counterparts, as they have fewer distractions and interruptions. However, remote work is not without its challenges. One of the most common is isolation. Working alone can be lonely, and without regular in-person interaction, you may start to feel disconnected from your colleagues and the broader company culture. Distractions are another hurdle. While you may not have colleagues popping into your office unannounced, you might have to contend with household chores, children or pets vying for your attention. And finally, the blurred boundaries between work and personal life can be a major pitfall. When your home is your office, it can be difficult to switch off and truly relax. You might find yourself checking emails late at night or struggling to resist the temptation to work overtime. With all its ups and downs, success in remote work boils down to one thing: effective strategies. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Stay tuned as we delve into some essential tips for remote work success in our next segment. Now, how do you navigate the remote work landscape effectively? Well, it all starts with setting a routine. Just like you would in a traditional office environment, establish a regular schedule for your workday. Wake up at a consistent time, set aside specific hours for focused work, and don't forget to schedule breaks. This routine will provide structure to your day and help you stay productive. Next, consider your workspace. It's crucial to have a dedicated area where you can focus on your tasks without distractions. This doesn't necessarily mean you need a separate home office. It could be a specific desk in your bedroom, a quiet corner in your living room, or even a local coffee shop. The key is to create a space that signals to your brain that it's time to work. Now let's talk about communication. In a remote work setting, effective communication is paramount. With colleagues and managers not physically present, it's easy for misunderstandings to arise. To prevent this, make it a habit to over-communicate. Be clear about your tasks and deadlines, frequently update your team on your progress, and don't hesitate to ask for clarification when needed. In addition to these, remember to set boundaries. It's easy to blur the lines between work and personal life when working from home. Be clear about your working hours and communicate them to your colleagues. This will help prevent work from spilling over into your personal time and ensure that you have time to recharge. And finally, don't underestimate the importance of taking care of your mental health. Remote work can sometimes feel isolating, so make sure to stay connected with your colleagues, take regular breaks, and get some fresh air when you can. These are just a few tips to help you navigate the remote work landscape. But remember, what works best for you might not work for someone else. So, experiment with different strategies and find what helps you stay productive and balanced. Remember, the key to thriving in a remote work setup lies in maintaining discipline and open communication. What are the tools you need to succeed in a remote work setup? You might be wondering, and rightfully so. A well-equipped toolbox can make all the difference in remote work, making tasks easier, keeping you organized, and significantly boosting productivity. Let's delve into some of the essential tools that can streamline your remote work experience. First on the list are project management tools. These are your go-to platforms for organizing tasks, setting deadlines, and tracking progress. A popular choice is Trello, which uses a card-based system to make task management intuitive and visually appealing. Meanwhile, Asana offers a more comprehensive approach, enabling you to create detailed project timelines and assign tasks to team members. Next, we have communication platforms. These tools are vital to maintain open lines of communication with your team, regardless of where everyone is located. Slack is a crowd favorite, offering organized channels for different topics, direct messaging, and even voice and video calls. Microsoft Teams, on the other hand, integrates seamlessly with other Microsoft products, making it a compelling choice for those already in the Microsoft ecosystem. Lastly, let's not forget about time tracking apps. These tools help you keep track of how much time you're spending on tasks, ensuring you're managing your time effectively. Tools like Toggle provide an easy-to-use interface for time tracking, while Rescue Time goes a step further by providing detailed reports and insights on your productivity. Naturally, the best tools for you depend on your specific needs and work style. You might find other tools more suited to your workflow, and that's perfectly fine. The key is to find tools that help you stay organized, communicate effectively, and manage your time well. Remember, tools are only as good as how you use them. Make sure to explore their features, learn how they work, and use them to their full potential. Don't shy away from tutorials and user guides. They're there to help you make the most of your tools. With the right tools, you can streamline your tasks and enhance your productivity. So, equip yourself with the right tools and watch your remote work experience transform for the better. What do you do when faced with the challenges of remote work? A question that resonates with many. As we delve into this topic, we'll discuss strategies on how to overcome these obstacles. First, let's discuss the blurring lines between work and personal life, a common challenge faced by remote workers. This blur can lead to burnout if not properly managed. So, how do you set boundaries? Create a designated workspace, separate from your relaxation area. This physical separation helps reinforce the mental boundary between work and leisure. Stick to your work hours, and when the day ends, turn off your work devices. It's not just about working from home, it's about creating a work-home balance. Next, let's talk about the importance of scheduling regular breaks. Without the usual office cues like colleagues heading for lunch or the end of office hours, it can be easy to lose track of time and work continuously. To prevent this, use alarms or timers to remind yourself to take breaks. Use these moments to stretch, hydrate, or even take a quick walk. Remember, your productivity is not a measure of the hours put in, but the quality of work output. Breaks are crucial for maintaining that quality. Finally, let's address the potential for isolation and loneliness in remote work. This is where virtual socializing comes in. Organize virtual coffee breaks or online games with your team. Participate in online forums or groups related to your work or interests. Human interaction, even virtual, helps to keep us engaged and motivated. In conclusion, navigating remote work challenges is not about avoiding them, but about finding effective ways to overcome them. Setting boundaries, scheduling regular breaks, and finding ways to socialize virtually are some strategies that can help maintain a healthy work-life balance. Challenges are inevitable, but with resilience and the right strategies, you can overcome them. So, embrace the challenges of remote work. After all, they are part of the journey to becoming a more efficient and effective remote worker. Let's take a moment to revisit what we've discussed. We began our journey by weighing the pros and cons of remote work. We acknowledged the flexibility it affords, enabling us to work when and where we choose. We also highlighted the potential for increased productivity and work-life balance. However, we didn't shy away from the challenges either. Isolation, communication barriers, and the difficulty in separating work from personal life can all come into play. We then moved on to essential tips for remote work success. We talked about the importance of creating a dedicated workspace, establishing a routine, and setting clear boundaries. We emphasized the significance of taking regular breaks and maintaining a healthy lifestyle to keep our minds sharp and our bodies active. Our journey took us through the tools for effective remote work. We explored a variety of digital platforms that facilitate communication, collaboration, and project management. They're not just tools, but lifelines in the virtual world, helping us stay connected and organized. Next, we navigated the challenges of remote work. We discussed strategies to combat feelings of isolation, like virtual coffee breaks or online team-building activities. We shared tips to improve communication and maintain engagement, emphasizing the role of empathy and understanding. So, what's the takeaway? Remote work is a journey, filled with opportunities and challenges. It's about finding the right balance, leveraging the right tools, and adopting strategies that work best for you. It's about staying connected, yet knowing when to disconnect. Remember to be patient with yourself and others as we all navigate this new landscape. It may take time to find your groove, but with a bit of persistence, you'll get there. With these tips and strategies in mind, you're all set to make the most of your remote work experience. Until next time, here's to your success.